Welcome to Wrestle Rock with Rick Connor,
Fat and talentless!
Matt Flowers,
Give me what I want!
Mark Hallbacher,
Is that okay in 2019?
and Corey Castle.
Tell everybody that you love them. So enjoy your life.
You're such a hippie.
Saudi Arabia. Kinda can talk about AEW.
Kinda sorta.
Raw sucked a dick. NXT was blah.
Yeah, NXT was just kind of there.
What a terrible main event, by the way.
What was it? I don't remember.
It was Charlotte Flair versus... We started!
No, wait.
Show.
I'm not ready.
Hey, we're here.
I'm not ready.
Hi, everybody.
Wait.
Oh, was it Charlotte and...
Charlotte and the EST.
Yeah, Bianca
Bianca
Belair.
Belair. What a clunky...
Yeah, I noticed that with a lot of Bianca Belair's matches.
Because she's not good.
It's not that she's bad. It's just that she doesn't know how to express herself.
She's a super athlete. Like, athletic-wise,
She has no facial expressions. She does not... Her face doesn't change. It's like... It's just like a blank stare on her face the whole time.
That, and she's stuck with that long-haired whip gimmick. And there was a bunch of times when she was trying to grab Charlotte, she was pushing her own hair out of the way to grab Charlotte. And it just... But the whole thing is, like, she's a super athletic chick who's not ready yet. And they're just pushing her because she has this look and personality. The personality's there.
Well, this is the week of forced consumption of wrestling. Like, really forcing stuff down your throat.
Yeah.
I'd say, like the Bray Wyatt everywhere in that whole thing. Just ruining that whole
I don't know. The whole thing is I'm not sure if it's ruined. I just don't understand. I would have been cool with seeing Reigns Goldberg at WrestleMania. I would have actually been excited about it.
All right, I guess we started.
Yeah, we started. I already cursed. I'm just getting it out of the way.
Alrighty.
And we're here.
Hey,
How's it going,
everybody, what's going on?
So I told you I'm slowly taking over the show. Slowly taking over, just doing the impromptu starts like the old Uneducated podcast. I would have been. I'm serious though. I would have been happy seeing. I thought that would be a cool match.
Yeah.
I'm not. I think Reigns in a 5-minute match and then he's gone would have been fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't understand why they need the belt.
They didn't.
With the exception,
they don't need the belt.
With the exception, they're just trying to shoehorn it on Reigns.
We talked about this last week. It's the belt isn't the draw. The draw is Goldberg, a retired Hall of Famer, is coming back for another match, and you have that against Reigns, who's the top babyface right now on SmackDown. That's the draw. There's no need for a belt in that, and there's definitely no need to squash a guy that you've been building up for like a year and a half.
I think
as an unbeatable, invincible monster. Like, he just takes punishment and just shrugs it off and gets right back up, and he's creepy as hell. Now they squash him in 5 minutes. They killed him. That was his first loss.
And they took
out of nowhere for no reason.
Took a pretty sad suplex.
Yeah, it wasn't even a jackhammer.
Power slam.
Second worst jackhammer in the history of jackhammers, next to Undertaker from the last Super Showdown.
Yeah, it's and the card wasn't that bad actually. Props to R-Truth.
Yeah, I mean, the documentary. I wanted to see it.
I didn't see the documentary. Yeah.
Props
it was like a 24 or something.
Props to R-Truth for carrying that gauntlet match for like.
That was a good.
The R-Truth thing was kind of cool. It was nice to like suspend the disbelief. It's like, oh my god, is he actually going to pull this off? R-Truth of all people.
AJ Styles dancing doesn't become a GIF. If it's not,
I'm sure it's a GIF or a meme
right now. That AJ Styles dancing in that whole match, if that's not...
That was the whole entire...
Me on Fridays when I'm leaving work. You know, you can just see like the memes.
That was my favorite part of the entire show, was him
AJ dancing?
Him just dancing. I was like, AJ does not... He has no ego.
Right.
At all. He does not care to embarrass the hell out of himself.
I don't know. It didn't make me want to watch AJ and Undertaker, though. One choke slam, he didn't even take his hat or his coat off or nothing. It's like, all right, well,
and he lost him in the air. Like he whoop, well, he went a little too high for me.
Too high, yeah.
Yeah, it was weird.
Like, when you're doing a choke slam, you can't go higher than the person can reach. You jumped way too high, AJ. Come on.
It was like, I thought you were 7 feet tall.
But oh man, yeah, that main event just wrecked me. The only good part about it is it really surprised me that Goldberg is now getting booed and Reigns is getting cheered.
Well, I think that's
on SmackDown.
why they thought like Goldberg versus Reigns would be like babyface,
Right.
going at WrestleMania if there wasn't the title involved. If they take the title from Bray, they're gonna boo Goldberg fiercely, just because
You think they knew that though?
I don't think they
I don't
did.
think they
No,
knew it, but
no.
that's the dynamic that we're faced with.
That's what we're faced with. Yeah, but Goldberg didn't go out there and cut a heel promo
Right.
on SmackDown.
Yeah, but he
went
did his
out and-
typical, like, when he got booed, he did that typical thing where he stares and starts chuckling at the crowd.
Yeah.
He's so cocky all the time, man. It's like,
It's too cocky.
Too cocky.
You know you didn't really win that thing, right? Somebody wrote that down.
you couldn't even do your suplex?
Your weird suplex thing.
I don't know what that was.
Was
Every
that
time
the-
we just watched it again, and I don't know what that was.
No. That was, you're really heavier than I thought you were.
But that's all I got from Saudi Arabia was AJ Styles dancing. The Undertaker had a cool entrance.
And,
The laser lights were cool as hell.
Yeah.
The whole
Those
show.
the lasers going sideways, looking like some.
It felt
weird
like a
kinda-
real happening.
And somehow the Undertaker now has the gelatin mold trophy. I don't understand that
It
thing at
looks
all.
like the aggro Craig from Guts.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Why wouldn't you let AJ win that and then have the Undertaker beat him up?
Right, because then him and the club. both
Dude,
got-
how fun would that be? Them in the club
Big trophy.
carrying these giant trophies around every week,
It's ridiculous.
just because how obnoxious they already are.
I don't know. Undertaker just looked like he was gonna absorb that into his soul. Like it was just some weird glowing
He didn't need
gelatin mold. Yeah, it was he's not gonna carry that
It
around.
does look like
he's not
something
gonna go out and
like Nickelodeon.
He can't carry a match. He can't carry a trophy. I'm sorry, Undertaker. You used to be awesome.
It used to be awesome.
He used to be awesome. What happened?
You know what's weird? I am probably the only one. I was only a fan of him when he was the American Badass. I hate that guy, Undertaker. Hate it.
Yeah, I was a big fan when I was a kid.
I never seen an Undertaker wear a leather jacket and a giant cowboy hat ever. Usually wear a suit, really nice shoes.
He has a tape measure on him.
Yeah.
Where's your tape measure, Undertaker? You should have committed to the gimmick.
I had one once. It was WrestleMania 7. He had who was he?
He's measuring for his casket.
It was
I don't know,
Regis
usually
Philbin,
an
I think?
Undertaker has like a stack of those memorial cards they hand you when you come in.
If he says to everybody who he beats, "Sorry for your loss,"
Tell me that wouldn't be a dope gimmick though. Like after the Undertaker beats you, he has a little card that says in memory of, and it has the wrestler that
Has
he
your picture
beat.
on it. Yeah.
a little prayer card.
That's something that wouldn't surprise me if that got floated out as like an idea. Like, can we start doing this? Because you remember, like he used to be managed by Brother Love. He had the dead rose that he used to crumble over people, and then he had like the body bag thing. I could totally see them doing prayer cards.
I couldn't remember any of this because I fell asleep every time I saw any of his matches back then.
I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Oh God, you were so.
It was
boring.
like it was just cool. Like it was something different. It wasn't like the American versus the Russian anymore. You know.
I was such a dork. I was a Worker fan back then. I was a
Yeah?
big Bret Hart and all that.
Were you more of a fan of "Keep Rolling, Rolling, Rolling" or American Badass?
Yeah,
as a
man.
theme
Limp
song?
Bizkit was huge back then.
Fred Durst, baby.
Come on, man. You roll down on a Harley, beat some dude up, hit him with the last ride, and
So your favorite Undertaker match?
straighten
is
out
the
his
one with
headband
Nathan
and then
Jones?
walk back. What? No, not Nathan Jones. Come on, American Badass fought Jeff Hardy in one of the greatest ladder
Yeah, that
matches
was-
I've
yeah.
ever seen.
That was a great match. He did have some cool like promos and some good matches and stuff like that. I'm not saying that. Yeah.
I just saw his body of work, like wrestling quality wise, when the American Badass.
Well,
he
it
was
was
putting out
him.
better
It was
matches.
more him. It wasn't
Yeah.
like I'm doing this gimmick and I'm not feeling any pain and I sit up after
I mean, he just killed it that whole, and then of course he had his matches with Triple H and Michaels at Mania after that, and Punk.
Yeah.
But you think about it, like his whole body of work as American Badass was his best wrestling. Wrestling until those 5 matches. I still think Punk in the first, we were talking about last week, I think Punk and the first Shawn Michaels were probably his 2 greatest matches.
Well, every Undertaker match from like 20 to 30 was great. Like even the one like Mark Henry in a casket match, like that was a great match if you go back and watch it. His match with Randy Orton was fantastic at Mania. Like he just had great matches through Mania, and it was a lot had to do with the streak thing. because you're like, oh my God, is Mark Henry going to be the one to beat this streak? Like, that's crazy. But it made you believe that.
It was interesting because like him and Edge both had Edge had that little streak going, and we're like, oh, is Edge going to break his streak and like maintain his streak? They could have played that out for a little longer.
A little while longer, yeah.
Like Edge came back now and wrestled Undertaker at WrestleMania.
So wait, does Beth Phoenix get beat up by Randy Orton this week? She's coming out. She's coming out to address it.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's going to happen.
This is going to be awesome.
She's going to get concerto.
Randy Orton is right now. There is no one on fire more than Randy Orton. Maybe Moxley.
Yeah, I heard. I didn't see it, but I heard the whole Moxley winning the title thing with the eye patch was.
You know what?
The entire time.
I like it because their two biggest heels are, of course, Cody and him.
Mm-hmm.
Cody's the dopey classic baby face where he gets tricked into stuff, and Moxley's the cagey, like smarter than the heels type character. So they're not like the same person you're watching in the ring all the time.
How do you feel? How do we feel about the Cody Rhodes neck tattoo?
Oh my God.
It was distracting because I didn't know that happened. But I'm covered in tattoos. What am I supposed to say?
No, it's just an odd choice
for you to have only 2 tattoos and one is like some cursive on your chest and the other's just a big blotch on your neck.
If he would have got that with because it says Dream and it's an American flag on his neck. Well, if he would have gotten it on his,
I think it's like 3
American
stars.
Dream.
I think it's like.
There's a skull involved, isn't it?
I don't know. I can't see it.
Arn Anderson was wearing the logo on his shirt.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't notice.
I don't know. I'm weird when it comes to tattoos too. I'm not a neck tattoo person, even though I've dated a couple girls that had like full neck pieces. That is so creepy.
That tree there's a tree on the window if you guys can't hear it.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. The weird thing is because he's so pale, and then with the blonde hair, there's this giant blotch on his neck because it doesn't even stand. Like whoever designed it, it doesn't stand out right. It's just not great work.
It screams midlife crisis to me.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay.
Next is like a convertible.
That's what I mean. You'll get it I don't know. What's a cool car anymore? I drive trucks.
I don't even know.
Get a Corvette. You'll get me a ZR1.
You'll get a Dodge Viper. Remember when those were cool?
No.
Hogan had one.
I wanted one so bad. I love those cars.
Muscle cars on Rassle Rock.
Now we can talk about Goldberg's a big muscle car guy.
Probably.
Yeah.
He is because he had that thing with Austin, right? Didn't he have like a big thing on Austin's podcast? It was like, oh yeah, calling you from my garage. What's up, folks?
No, he was going back and forth with the Fiend. He was sitting in his garage.
Oh, that's right. That's what it was.
Yes.
Oh man, most boring cage match I ever saw was on Super Showdown.
I fast forwarded right through it.
That was such hot garbage.
Wait, who's in the cage?
Reigns and Corbin.
Roman Reigns.
Did you sleep through that match? Because it felt like I did. But
I completely forgot about that match.
Yeah, it was forgettable. I mean, for a steel cage match, it was.
You know, it was forgettable. That entire video package for Ricochet, and then Brock came out there and dropped him on the back of his head 6 times, and the match was over.
That made me laugh so much because the entire promo package was, "Hey, why not me? Why I can't be the one?" All this.
I was
stuff.
so excited
That's
too.
why. That 5 seconds of wrestling you just did. That's why you can't be the one.
I was so excited too. I was like, dude, this is going to be awesome. Because usually Brock with a guy like Ricochet.
Look at the match you had with Finn Balor.
Yeah.
AJ, Finn Balor.
Yeah.
Any of those guys.
Any of the smaller guys that can actually move.
Right.
Is Finn Balor... Wait, since we're bouncing all over the place, is Finn Balor a face again?
I think
and
so.
And Johnny Gargano's a heel?
Yeah.
What? Who's writing NXT right now? Johnny Gargano came out in that baby blue, like, blazer and tried to fight off Ciampa.
Like Vince McMahon back in the 80s when he used to...
A pair of boat shoes. He just tried to kick him.
I wanted to see if there was like a little red WWF logo on the crest.
Yeah, and then they jump Finn Balor. And then I think the Forgotten Sons are faces now.
Are they?
I don't know. They did it for the Free and the Brave. America.
I guess.
They have new America tights. You notice they had all American flag tights?
Oh, I know.
I know Steve Cutler's a vet. I don't know about the other two.
I don't know.
2 of them are vets, if I'm right.
Okay, yeah, the other one's not even American.
Couldn't tell you a single thing
Steve Cutler's the one with the shaved head, right?
He used to have long hair, and he doesn't anymore.
Yeah. And then the other guy, the one who's like...
He used to be Gunner in TNA.
Yeah, the one who's a juiced out monster is a Marine.
Right.
That guy's huge. I forgot his name.
I forget his name, too, but I know that he used to be Gunner in TNA.
Yeah.
And his hair is so thin, and it scares me. It's scary. It just... I feel so bad for him.
I know how you feel, dude.
So bad for how thin
I know
his
you
hair
feel.
is.
My hair started thinning at 40. What the hell is that about? Got all the way through my 20s and all that. Like, why couldn't I lose my hair when I was 18 and just get used to it? Now it's just one more thing. I just recognize how old I'm getting. And I hate my life. My microphone's... Am I, like, the loudest here?
Yeah, you're up there.
Yeah. I'm peaking.
Maybe because it's so close to your mouth.
That's where microphones go. They go towards your mouth. I don't know. We're still working out kinks here, guys.
Yeah,
Can you tell?
Positives, negatives. Super Showdown was a 2 out of 10, I guess. I enjoyed a couple of the other matches. The tag match was good.
Yeah, with Miz and Morrison winning. That was neat.
That was a good match.
They're setting up for a Elimination Chamber match with them, which is cool. Tag team
Were you guys
Elimination
talking about
Chamber
last week
matches are good.
on here about them doing like 3 Elimination Chamber matches?
Yeah, there's going to be a women's one, a men's one, and a tag team match one.
That's what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
So Roman Reigns comes out and goes, "It'll be me at Mania," and they book the Mania match. Roman Reigns is in the Elimination Chamber to wrestle to see if he can even wrestle Goldberg.
Yeah.
So now, what's the Elimination Chamber match for?
It's nothing.
It's the foregone conclusion match.
When you edit the video, if you can get back just right before he said, "That's what I wanted to talk about," and he like did a whole motion that I've never seen him do before.
Because I just remembered, like, I was like, wait, isn't Roman Reigns fighting the Elimination Chamber? Which I still don't know if I have tickets yet. Now, what do you do with the Elimination Chamber match?
Honestly, I'm assuming it's the same thing that they're doing with the Shayna Baszler thing. Becky's just sitting there going, "Oh, I hope it's you." You know,
Yeah.
I hope it's Shayna Baszler.
How do you book that anyway? Because, like, now they're investing in Asuka. How does Asuka lose in that match? Does everybody pin Asuka so she just gets taken out? Like, the entire Riot Squad teams up and, like, lays on top of her?
None of
There
it
you go,
makes
neck
any sense.
tattoos. I don't know why, but I actually find that one hot.
Hey, Ruby Riot?
Yeah, I find Ruby high. It's so hot. I don't know why.
Everybody's got their thing.
I know, I have issues.
Yeah, so you got your 3 Elimination Chamber matches set. I don't know. I do not get... That whole Cena thing was stupid on SmackDown.
I didn't mind it.
It pissed. He cut a 5-minute promo how he was going to step aside on this. I'm stepping away from WrestleMania this year. I'm not going to be on WrestleMania this year. Let's give it to one of the other guys. This is a very important decision to me. People are booing. Oh yeah, I know.
He's
guys.
crying.
I know. He's crying. He's like, I wanted to do this in Massachusetts. My family's here. I wanted to make this announcement to the world and to all you guys. I know I'm letting you guys down, but I'm just stepping aside for this WrestleMania. And he goes to the ramp. Fiend comes out, points at the WrestleMania sign, which is dumb because that's so insanely out of character,
Yeah,
and then
not
Cena just
for him.
tips his cap. I doff my cap to you, sir. Yes, I will face you at WrestleMania. What the F was that entire freaking promo about then? Oh my God, who wrote that? Who wrote that? Who made the decision to go cut a 5-minute promo about how you're not going to be at WrestleMania, and then we're going to destroy that 5 seconds later on the ramp?
It's just the state of WWE right now is everything's rushed. Instead of having Cena come out,
You just slammed your drink down.
I did.
instead of having Cena come out and do that whole speech and then walk out, and then maybe next week on SmackDown, like he shows up and someone interviews him, and then the Fiend like jumps him or something like that. Like instead, he just points at the sign. Up, well, there you go. The problem is what we were talking about last week when they do these Saudi Arabia like shows. They develop this little pocket universe for these matches, and then they're like, oh wait, we have a major pay-per-view in so many weeks after this, and then they go in full rush mode, and then I'm not interested in any of the matches on Mania because they're rushed and there's no interest in them.
I felt like that Angel Garza Carrillo thing.
Yeah,
it was rushed. It was like if we're saying these guys are family, and the one dude needs to be humbled, and like the one dude is being managed now by Zelina Vega, but like she's not allowed to come out during the Saudi Arabia thing.
Yeah.
How does she play a factor? How does it like? Why does it need to be blown off now? Why don't we blow it off later, build it up
That
more?
entire match, they kept on plugging, these guys are going to face on Raw on Monday. This is going to be a tag match between Rey Mysterio and Humberto Carrillo and Andrade and the other one, Garza.
You can say that, right, but you can't say one Japanese wrestler's name.
Humberto Carrillo. I'm still not saying it right, so it doesn't matter. It's all right. I learned how to say Dijakovic. I'm not learning any more stupid.
You know what's funny?
names.
I made fun of it so much now I can't say his name.
Also, you can say Nakamura now.
It took me a while to say Nakamura.
Yeah. Well,
Not gonna work in Japan.
I was gonna say your guy's boy hit him with an asp in the leg. I don't know if you watch NXT, Punishment Martinez or whatever you want to call him now.
Mm-hmm.
Damian Priest hit him with an asp in the back of the leg, and then like they showed him later like strutting out with like two chicks. And like, he's in the way of something I want. So I don't know. I guess we're gonna get Keith Lee versus Damian Priest. I don't know. Maybe.
I guess. I don't know.
who got hit with an asp?
Dijakovic.
Oh, all right, Dijakovic. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Pronouns, pal.
That was odd given Grimes a win.
NXT was very forgettable this week.
Yeah.
Like I said, the girls were sloppy, and that was supposed to be a huge main event. It was a really sloppy match. I did not expect Bianca Belair just to get what is that? Natural selection is that name of that move?
Yeah.
Where she basically does like a short range bulldog. Yeah, or
it's like a flippy.
snap, head snap, whatever. I didn't expect her to get pinned on that. I thought she was going to take the whatever.
You know what? That was my other problem I had with the Garza Carrillo match was like he did a Canadian Destroyer, and then
a thousand other moves,
and then the guy who takes the Canadian Destroyer beats him with a sunset flip and walks casually up the ramp, not going ouch my neck. I took a Canadian Destroyer.
And he's doing his little smile and shrug he does.
Like, hi, I look like Paul London and Brian Kendrick mixed. Hi, how's it going? They ran together at full force and made me. Like
that's sliced bread number 3.
Like
sliced bread number 3.
That's what it is.
Besides that, I'm trying to think of anything. Raw was forgettable. I'm trying to think what happened else on SmackDown. Otis was heartbroken. I'm trying to think what else happened.
Dude, I'm waiting to see. I want that storyline.
Oh, it's going to progress.
I want more of it because
I told you I think it's going to be Otis and Mandy versus Sonya and Ziggler at Mania.
Well, something dawned on me. It's like, what if it was Tucker that sent that text message?
What if Tucker's the evil one the whole time?
What if Tucker's working against him?
Don't break them up.
Why not?
No.
Why? Because you want to hear him to say Tucky all the time?
Yes, Tucker.
What if the whole thing where he wanted Mandy Rose or something like that?
No.
Haters gonna hate, ain'ters gonna ain't.
That's right.
No.
I don't know. Something dawned on me. I was like, oh, that could be cool. This is a whole like soap opera-y type of thing, so I could totally see that happening.
I love me some heavy machinery. I don't want them breaking up yet.
You know what? It's I'm loving Otis more than Tucker. So
yeah, well, the whole thing is then Tucker goes away, and then we just get stuck with Otis.
Yeah, but that's a good thing. I mean, not that I have anything against Tucker, but I think Otis by himself would still be really entertaining.
Maybe.
He's gonna cry.
I don't want Tucker to go away. I think they have a good
Nobody
dynamic.
succeeds ever as a tag team.
Say
Nobody.
it ain't so.
The Young Bucks.
In WWE, nobody succeeds as a
I
tag
was
team.
gonna say. So do we move? Did any of you guys see any of that?
I caught clips of a little bit. I saw the Dustin Reynolds, Jack Swagger. What's his name?
Jake Hager. Hager Pants.
Kind of there.
Jake Hager Pants.
The forcible kiss to his wife was a little disturbing. When Dustin just walked up and kissed Hager's wife, and she's like, "No, please don't do that." And I'm like, "All right, this got a little rapey. What happened here?" We're going in a completely new direction with that. Yeah. Never saw a face just force himself upon somebody's wife in 2020.
And then Dustin revealed his neck tattoo on the other side.
They have to press their necks together to get it apart. It's like a mad fold-in.
With our two tattoos combined. Yeah, like I dug like honestly, out of all of them storyline wise, I really dug the MJF Cody match, and I liked that MJF won. He's the best heel in the business right now. But he sells like he can't win at the same time, but he still finds a way to win.
Well, like the whole build up for that cage match that they did on TV last week was like all because like this guy was like MJF's like henchman.
Yeah.
And MJF was like pretty much a manager in that whole thing, and was like, well, I want to see this guy be involved with this. And what was the guy's name?
Wardlow, but I keep calling him Warglow because that's what it sounds like when I say his name. I was like, why would he be called
What an
Warglow?
accessory that fella is.
He made no sense at all. I don't. The name doesn't make any sense.
Was that his first match?
That I know
In
of.
AEW, yes. I don't know what else he's done. I think he's a legit shoot fighter or something like that too.
Yeah, I didn't mean like in all of
Ever.
wrestling. This is his first match ever. Main event of TV against one of the presidents of the company. Sure.
Corey's just ripping TVs down in his house. Yeah, first match ever on national television. How many years in the business? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you think I didn't get there because I didn't want to be? Shut up.
Yeah, I wish I watched the pay-per-view. I heard it was really good. I heard the tag match was great. The Young Bucks and...
Oh, it was fantastic.
yeah.
The Bucks are just great. And Kenny, I don't know. Like, his personality doesn't... He's a great wrestler, but his personality is so bland, I don't really get into him.
It's just like a connection that I'm missing.
Yeah.
With Kenny Omega. It's like he has all the ingredients to be something that we all like, but there's just something missing, and I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I agree.
It's something. It's a likability factor.
Yeah, I don't know, but the whole thing, the only thing I did not like about the match, the Young Bucks broke out all the tools, man. They dropped the Canadian Destroyer. It was insane because he went off the ramp, like the old WCW ramp all the way down, went off the ramp, did the Canadian Destroyer over the top rope into the ring. Was freaking nuts. But Kenny Omega and Adam Page, how many buckshot lariats and how many V-triggers do I have to see in one match? That's all those two do the entire time they're wrestling. So the Bucks are pulling out like a typical Buck match. There's like just super kicks and suplexes and all these different flip moves and topes and all this. And all they're doing is buckshot lariat V-trigger, buckshot lariat V-trigger. I was like, come on, man. Like this, like... I get it. It's cool. You hit it. It looks neat. But when you do 15 of them in one match, it's just, I don't know. You're not the Bucks. You're not building off super kick parties. Even the Bucks kind of toned that down. They don't do it as much as they used to.
Yeah, well, it's something that ran its course.
Yeah,
Good for the time. So Wikipedia only has 3 matches up for Elimination Chamber. And only 2 of them are Elimination
I know.
Chamber.
It's only Sunday.
Yeah, I know, right?
What are the matches that are announced?
They have the Women's Elimination Chamber match, which is Natalya, Liv Morgan, Shayna Baszler, Asuka, Ruby Riott, and Sarah Logan. They have the Tag Elimination Chamber match, which is Miz and Morrison versus New Day versus Usos, Heavy Machinery, Lucha House Party, really, and Dolph Ziggler and Robert.
Because Lucha House Party is going to do some cool stuff in the cage, and then they're going to lose immediately.
And then the third match is Braun Strowman versus Shinsuke and Cesaro and Sami Zayn.
By the way, some of the most fun I had watching SmackDown, I don't know how long, was watching the 3 of them beat up Braun Strowman. Mm-hmm. I am so over the whole Braun Strowman thing. Mm-hmm. Now he's doing this weird thing where he shaved the sides of his head off and he's rolling this like bun on the top of his head. I don't know.
His hair's weird.
Because he's going bald. Just shave it off. I'll be there in a few years, Braun. Don't worry, man.
You're 7 feet tall. Anybody gonna see it?
Nobody's gonna see it.
Nobody can see the top of your head anyway. They're gonna stare at your nose hairs. That's about it. Seeing Sammy do a haluva kick, doing that again was really cool, man.
Yeah.
Just seeing Sammy like actually do wrestling moves again was like I was kind of excited.
I just heard recently the only reason he's not wrestling is because Vince McMahon turned around and said, "Hey, you'd make a good manager."
Is that what it was? I heard he was injured. They said he was injury prone.
Somebody came out that it was on What Culture Wrestling. Somebody just turned around and said, "It's like, yeah, he's not injured or anything. He's just They wanted him to be a manager.
Yeah, I think it's preserving for more bumps later. I guess.
I mean, like clearly he's going to be in in this match on Sunday, next Sunday.
And who's he going to wrestle?
He's in the 3-on-1 match against Strowman.
Okay.
So Strowman's going to beat all three of them and win keep the Intercontinental belt.
Yeah.
Everything's a foregone conclusion at this point. Roman Reigns? Roman Reigns is going to win the Elimination Chamber? Nah.
If they have one. I'm assuming they're going to have one. I don't know. Who knows?
I guess they got rid of the men's elimination. That's completely eliminated now.
I guess.
So what do you do with those 6 dudes that were supposed to wrestle in the Elimination Chamber?
Well, they should have had.
Well, you know what? Actually, Ziggler and Rube were supposed to be in that Elimination Chamber. Now they're in the tag one.
Yeah.
So they're already.
I guess they just got rid of it. I mean, why not put keep the belts on the Fiend, and then the winner faces him at Mania, and you could have put Cena in there, you could have put Goldberg in there, you could have put Reigns in there. There's 3 right there, and then you just have 3 randoms that aren't going to win.
Do you think that because there was 2 major title matches on that Saudi Arabia show, and Brock was keeping his title, that they had to make Bray lose his?
Nah, I just think they thought. I don't know why they didn't think that Goldberg Reigns would be a draw enough, but I guess they thought putting a belt on one of them would make it more.
If they put Cena in that match, that'd be a draw. Like if you had Goldberg, Reigns, and Cena, you got 3 generations.
But why wouldn't you keep the belt on Bray and then tease the fact that Cena could finally beat Ric Flair's record?
The record of 17.
Yeah. Even though Ric
16
Flair has won over 40-something titles, but they only say 16.
16 major ones.
But see if he could get the 17th and beat Ric Flair, that would be more.
That even Cena versus Goldberg would be the same thing. If the draw would be, can Cena beat the record? You know what I mean? That would make sense. The Fiend and John Cena doesn't make any sense.
How funny would it be if Cena just came out and cut a promo and was like, I'm taking a break for a while, guys. I'm not going to be back for, give this spot to somebody else. You know what? Put me in a title match against the champion. I might beat him. You know what? I'll be champion. Whatever. Everything's going to be great.
Or give it to somebody. I don't know. I just wanted my family to be here so I can make this announcement.
I want to make sure all the guys that are working on the on the show on a regular basis get highlighted. I'm going to go fight Goldberg for the world title. While you guys
get that WrestleMania payday.
Don't worry, we're going to be the last match, but you guys get this shine all night until we go on.
Oh man. Lack of sense.
Send the people home happy with some suplexes and some 5-knuckle shuffles. But
that R-Truth's been doing for the last month now.
Yeah.
For his hero, John Cena.
I thought that they were going to set something up with that.
He grew up watching John Cena matches.
Yeah.
That's so
he's
great,
older than him.
He's 9 years older than John Cena.
Which I said, he's the best.
Yeah, I love Truth.
He's one of the only guys they let just say and do what he wants, and he's just hysterical. Mm-hmm. I love him looking at Bobby Lashley. He's like, you big. Wow, is Bobby Lashley, now that they don't know what to do because Rusev won't sign his contract, he just letting him lose left and right. It's like, wow, you don't even have faith in Bobby Lashley? The guy's a monster, can work. He's just an absolute monster.
Yeah.
He seemed so out of place in that gauntlet match. He just seemed so clunky. And I mean, he's not bad. It's just that it's hard to really feel like he fits in somewhere.
I don't know. Poor guy.
Because, what if he beat Ricochet and was wrestling Brock at Super Showdown? That would have been.
I told you, man. That's the match that everybody wants, and they don't know it yet.
As that match was supposed to happen with Ricochet, with Bobby Lashley and Ricochet, I was like, oh my god, we're gonna see Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
At Super Showdown, that's amazing. Everybody, just like Mark's always said. Mark said that's the match that everyone wants to see.
What I'm telling you, it's when they finally, when, Heyman will come out and do his whole speech, this is a spoiler or whatever, and then have Bobby come down the ring and have those two stare down at each other, then you're like, oh, this is something cool, because they're both, real wrestlers. They're, from high school up, man. They're Greco-Roman and freestyle wrestlers, so And both of them took to the business like it was nothing.
Well, it would be a good way to build it up. Have Bobby Lashley backstage in bed with a blonde woman, and the sheet comes down and it's Sable.
Mark Merrill just pops out of the back, just points and laughs, runs out.
Ooh, shut up! Like Johnny B. Bad.
Johnny B. Bad.
What a confusing character when I was a kid. I don't understand this at all.
He's so spray tanned, it's ridiculous. Like blackface. Johnny B. Bad.
Yeah.
Johnny B. Blackface.
Yeah, how racist was that one? Oh
Yeah,
my
that was
god! I forgot about the over tan.
I thought he was black. I honestly, legit thought he was black.
Oh, wow.
He used to have that. He used to have like that China. Remember China had the little bazooka thing that shot out to people.
Yeah.
Johnny B. Bad had that first.
Yeah, didn't he used to shoot streamers everywhere?
Yeah, I think it was sparkles
Something like
or
that.
something. Yeah,
Yeah.
some glitter,
Sparkles.
and glitter. Man, what a gimmick! And he was all glittered up like a stripper.
That's another thing that kind of went away was the stuff falling from the ceiling. Remember, like Goldust used to have like the gold flakes.
Gold flakes, yeah.
But then you'd see him work, and then
the
they'd be
next
stuck
match,
to everybody's back.
Like that, like Mankind, Shawn Michaels match. You see
Yeah.
the gold dust stuff all over the place. That's probably why they stopped doing it.
Probably. But like DiBiase, like the $1 Million Company or whatever it was, they like had money falling down the ceiling, and the dollar bills had his face
like,
on it.
Like Okada. Okada has the Rainmaker.
Yeah.
All his like fake money comes down with in New Japan.
I don't know. Nobody watches New Japan.
I can't watch New Japan. I don't
It's
have
a
the
shame
channel.
too. Still a great product.
I haven't watched it in a long time.
No.
But since like JR was commentating for them
Yeah.
when it was on, I think
Access
I had
or something, yeah.
I'll tell you though, how good was that timing for that AEW pay-per-view and to be that good after
After Super Showdown was
Showdown and then the Mania announcements? Like, how many people do you think they just stole after
Right.
that?
Well, it has to be a
this
matter
will look good.
of people actually ordering the pay-per-view and seeing it, though.
Yeah.
So, like, to a
How much are the
free
pay-per-views?
audience,
It's got to be.
I
They're
don't
probably
know,
running
probably
like 50,
40
right?
bucks.
Yeah, 40, 50 bucks.
40, 50 bucks, something like that. So,
Oh man, if WWE turns around and sells their pay-per-views now and gets them off the network,
yeah, that's the rumor going around.
Yeah.
ESPN Plus is the
ESPN
rumor.
Plus is they're gonna so you're gonna have to pay for ESPN Plus, and then on top of that, pay for a pay-per-view.
And then they want you to actually pay for the network.
Yeah. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing any of that.
I will
think there's
be-
such a backlash.
I'll go to Buffalo Wild Wings and watch it on their
They won't
TVs.
play it on the TVs.
Don't they play them now?
No,
Don't they play the
no.
WWE? No.
I will acquire
No,
all my
wrestling doesn't
pay-per-views
matter
after this.
to places like that.
I thought who was the place that was playing pay-per-views every time they ran? It was some
Hooters.
Nick's roast
was
beef.
it Hooters?
It was Hooters.
Oh, okay. Nick's
This-
roast beef.
Nick's roast beef.
I'll go
There's
to
like
Nick's roast
4
beef.
dudes smoking cigarettes in there. They're trying to eat your roast beef sandwich, watch them wrestling. Nick's roast beef.
Well, Nick's roast beef. If you'd like to have a podcast added to your,
Their sandwiches are
Your daily
delicious. It's just every time I go in there, there's like 4 dudes that look like they're going to murder everybody in the building.
I thought that was a fictional scenario.
Have you ever been in a Nick's roast beef
No,
in
I-
like Mayfair?
No, I've only ever heard of it. I've never.
Just the fact that it's in Mayfair. That's all you need to say. That pretty much is.
Yeah, it's like 4 old dudes in Jeff caps. It's all Rick's, just smoking cigarettes.
How's it going? Welcome to Rick's roast beef.
You changed it to Rick's.
It's just 4 of me.
Yeah, so
You wanna-
I heard about the ESPN Plus thing, and I don't.
Yeah. I can't, could you imagine them doing it now after Super Showdown and how nobody wants to watch Mania now? Now they're going to turn around and be like, oh, yeah, the show you didn't want to watch, we're going to charge $50.
I hope they don't think that's a smart move where they pull the plug and be like, oh, it's going to be on ESPN Plus. Pay us like a month before Mania comes out.
It's
That's
gonna be
nuts.
poor time.
Well, what they'll do is they'll probably give you like a free month of ESPN Plus type thing. But
Yeah, but you'd still have to pay for the pay-per-view.
yeah, I'm not paying for ESPN Plus and the pay-per-view. What does ESPN Plus offer me?
Nothing.
Right.
I don't watch sports.
We don't watch sports.
I watch sports, and it's still I can't get the NFL games on ESPN Plus. So why would I?
So
pay
what
for
the
it?
hell's on ESPN Plus?
Stephen A. Smith.
What is
That's
that?
on. Yeah, see, there's only going to be like 4 dudes laughing right now. He's He's one of the commentators on there who thinks he knows MMA and he doesn't know anything about MMA.
It's a good job, WWE.
Sports are dumb.
Sports are dumb.
ESPN's dumb. It's funny, man. Like, people have careers talking about sports, and like they're on TV and have these platforms. It's like, but we're doing it too, and we don't matter. They don't put our pay-per-view. They don't put WWE pay-per-views on at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Here's the thing: ESPN. I forget what their viewership loss has been in the last like 10 years, but they're like constantly losing viewers. So if you remember, 10, 15 years ago, ESPN was the anti-WWE.
Yeah, they
until Jonathan Coachman went over there and they were losing ratings left and right.
Yeah,
Coachman's the one that got them in bed with WWE, and now it's like. Now they're trying to find a way to pay to WWE to survive,
right, and
have people buy the pay-per-views there and take their cut. It's so weird.
There's going to be such a backlash if they announce that this is actually happening. I've just heard the rumors at this point, and I've seen like the internet backlash on Twitter and stuff. The people are
they
just
don't care
yeah, we're not gonna
because we're all battered wife syndrome, man. WWE knows it too. Like they just keep screwing us, and then we just keep watching and coming back. They haven't lost that 1.4 million viewers. That no matter what, now they're down to the bare bones hardcore fans watching the show, and they're like, no matter what they do, there's 1.4 million people are still standing there watching it.
Well, there's not going to be any reason to get the network anymore. Like, they're worried about losing network subscribers. Why would you take the pay-per-views off? Like, that was one of the big things.
Because they're going to offer you Evolve.
No one wants that.
I can't tell if you're being serious or not.
I can't tell either.
Like, guys, that's gonna be a value that equates watching the pay-per-view.
Last week I was hungover and delirious. I'm just delirious. At least I didn't drink till 6 in the morning like I did last week. What the hell's wrong with me?
Oh, man. But, yeah, I don't know, man. Everybody's just going to cancel the network if that happens because there's no reason to have it anymore. Yeah. Well, they were talking about the ratings and stuff like that. It's I don't know, that like the stock market's dropping and all kinds of stuff.
Keep dropping
something.
Keep dropping.
We're gonna buy that. We're gonna buy those shares. What is it, 25%?
I want to buy me some shares. Once that's about $10, I'm gonna start buying me some shares. But they're at like 40 right now.
Keep dropping it, folks.
Watch when they switch over to that. They think it's gonna be a big boost, and then once the network collapses,
it's gonna fall.
Has anybody been watching the XFL? Not me.
A lot of people are.
In the bar? I'm getting requests in the bar to put it on. It's really weird.
A lot of people are saying it's really good.
I haven't watched it.
I don't watch football. So if I put it on and it's good football, I still won't know and I still won't care.
Do you follow kayfabe news?
No.
Negative.
They just did a thing they sometimes make like these crazy like clickbait stories that are just so made up.
Those are it's kind of like the Onion for wrestling.
It's like the Onion for wrestling, but like when people share it, people's comments will be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe it!" Like it's so funny how like they did one where they're like Triple H announces this is going to be the last WrestleMania, like, and people were like, "What? No way! How can you make only 36 WrestleManias?"
Somebody got me with that hardcore when I first had the internet. I was getting an email, like dirt sheet sent to me. I don't know who it was. It was like a WrestleZone type of place or whatever. But it would just have like WWF news, WWE news, or WCW news, and then indie news and stuff like that. And on April Fool's Day, they sent one out that was like.
Yeah,
it was like Bret Hart's gonna re-sign, like, this was when he was in WCW, and then it was like Stephanie McMahon does Playboy and like all this other stuff.
Clicking that,
Eric Bischoff buys WWE and all this weird stuff.
I always had a weird crush on Stephanie McMahon when she was younger.
Too. She got weirder as she got older. Like her voice changed and stuff like that. Like I'm still like my Stephanie McMahon is still the. Like getting kidnapped by the Undertaker, Stephanie.
Hello, Stephanie.
Dad! No!
Getting passed out and married.
That's my Stephanie right there.
My Stephanie lets somebody marry her when she's passed out.
Now she's got like 8 kids, and it's a whole thing. I don't know why I went off on that rant. All right. Anyway,
Who wins wrestling?
Who wins wrestling thing?
Who wins wrestling? Blah, 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 blah.
Lynch and Super Golden Christmas.
That was so bad.
Yeah, but did you see that Broken Skull sessions with him?
No.
With Big Show?
I heard about it.
And he talked about, they showed a clip of Andre the Giant doing a Honeycombs commercial, and he went saying from saying it's they showed the footage of the Andre the Giant Honeycombs commercial, and he's like, "Hey mom, I want to be big like Andre, buy me honeycombs." So he started eating honeycombs, and then. Then he got big like Andre.
Apparently, if you buy a box of honeycombs, you get 3 months of the WWE Network for free.
Is that true?
No,
that's what it said on the box. That's why I sent them to you.
I didn't even see that.
That's why I sent the pictures. I saw the honeycomb and whatever sugar crisp or whatever with Becky Lynch on it. It says, in the back, there's like a thing on the box where you just show and you get 3 months of the WWE Network for free.
That's insane.
If you buy 3 boxes of the cereal.
Or just one box.
Just one box.
Maybe you have to eat like 10 boxes, and then you have to send the UPCs in. Like I used to have to get GI. I used to get GI Joe characters.
Old school.
That's the only way you can get Storm Shadow or whatever his name was.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah, Sergeant Slaughter.
Wait, refrigerator Perry.
If you want.
All right, I'll go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna say Miz Morrison.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was like they've been recreating the old magic. And now they just won the title, so that's why I'd have to give it to them. And I also was going to say Goldberg, but I changed my mind.
Why? Why did you do that?
No, I'm kidding.
Mark, you got anything?
I'm going Moxley. Mox winning the title. Let's see what he does. Now he has a chance to see if he can escalate it even more over there. With now that Jericho's not, I guess going to be the chaser. Like, see what they can do ratings wise and interest wise.
Well, like I saw they did a thing with him saying the F word like 2 seconds after winning the title.
No. What happened was he was literally doing a speech about how happy he was there and how much he loves wrestling and it was because of the hardcore fans he's there and all that. And then his music started playing. He's like, "What the?"
Oh yeah, I heard that. Like his
he was
music
just playing the wrap it up music like he was at the Oscars.
Hey, the hell's going on? I don't really have one this week.
You don't have one?
No, I was so disappointed.
You're such a negative Nelly today.
I'm sorry. Super Showdown was really bad. SmackDown was really bad. I didn't see AEW, so I don't know. I guess I would pick R-Truth. Maybe no. You know what? I'll pick AJ Styles just because of a dance. Just because he danced in the middle of his match. There you go.
Moonwalk.
He did a moonwalk.
The dancing was the best part of the week. If we're being honest.
You go. AJ Styles dance wins wrestling.
I know there's got to be gifs out there of that.
There has to be memes all over the place.
I searched it as soon as it happened. I was because
Did you find anything?
As soon as I was watching it because I didn't watch it live, but I didn't see anything.
No,
I just saw an old GIF of him doing it a long time ago in a different match.
I'll get on I'll get on Photoshop and all that other stuff. I'll start making memes.
Some gifs. When Bay says she's made your favorite dinner.
There you go. All right, I guess we start wrapping this thing up. You got some plugs? Anything you want to plug today?
Check out new episodes of Evolving with Corey Castle. Usually drop every Monday. I dropped a new one today on Sunday. And it was with a filmmaker and comedian, Bob Kaplan. It was a good time. And last week I had a motivational speaker on, Nate Evans.
You had Nathan
Jr.
Jones on?
No, I'm gonna have
He's a motivational speaker.
Another comedian named Nate Jones on tomorrow. So next week.
Mark Marrow's a motivational speaker.
Is he really?
Yes.
Oh my God! All right, we may have some clips next week for you guys. Nathan Jones, the Butcher of Belfast, or whatever it was, coming back.
And like I always say, guys, if you're digging the content, if you like the materials that we're putting out there, let us know you exist. Give us some feedback and hit the subscribe button on the podcast if this is your first time listening. And tell all your friends. And
If you like it, like it. If you love it, sub.
yeah, I actually said that on my voicemail message.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Why a voicemail?
My outgoing voicemail.
Please like, comment, and subscribe, and
my
I'll
voicemail.
call you back later. Can we get 50,000 likes on this voicemail? Just start dropping YouTube. Be a YouTuber on your answering machine. All right, Mark, you got anything?
No.
All right.
Silver Sun pickups tonight at the Fillmore. I'm just plugging bands that are playing there. I was supposed to work tonight, but now I have to work my other bar. My partner in crime will be there. I may be at Elimination Chamber next week. So you won't see me.
Yet, though.
I'll be in the box, so just look up that way, and I'll be giving you guys a finger while I'm sitting up there.
Right. After Super Showdown, I don't even want to watch it on pay-per-view, so good luck.
Make sure you subscribe on the YouTube channel.
And I'll be on vacation.
.youtube.com/Rick Connor.
Huh?
Is that
Are
how
you
it-
plugging my stuff?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we're on it. We're on it right now. This
Look,
is,
can I
this
do
is
it?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Go ahead.
What'd you say?
I'm sorry, Mom.
Sorry,
Make
Mom.
sure you listen to Rick's other podcast that he does with
God.
Mark's sister Karen. It's called Something to Do. And Carrie, go ahead.
No, that's it.
We have T-shirts on Teespring. tinyurl.teespring.com, whatever. I don't know. There's charities. You can buy a shirt, and it goes to like good causes and stuff.
I can't tell you enough how excited I am about my Nick Perk Work Perk shirt.
I'm so tired.
So that about do it for this episode of Rassle Rock.
I gotta work till 3 a.m. again.
Are you gonna do the plugs for real this time?
Huh?
Because we might have did them wrong. Did we do them wrong or did we do them right?
You got the websites out?
Oh yeah, cool.
All right.
I didn't know if
I'm taking it out with Nick Burke. Yay.
All right, bye, everybody.